I like the outfit. Right on, brother. Giggles.
No, he was just talking a minute ago. Leo.
Yeah.
Killing me.
Probably not. We'd empty this out pretty quick if I started singing.
You get that nice deep voice.
Oh,
oh, okay, we're live. Oh, why am I not hearing you through the PA again? Oh, it's hiding.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now I can hear you. You gotta unmute yourself. So, what's happening, Georgia?
Hey, everyone.
So, I guess we don't really need to introduce this giant. Yeah. I think there's a freaking hobbit over there. I do. You and me both. You know. So, Matthew Taylor.
Hey, everyone.
What do you
think? Me, guys.
No, thanks for being here. I mean, what do you think of Georgia so far?
This center's amazing. I love the venue. It's really nice. Noticed the minute we walked in, and it's been great so far.
Excellent.
We haven't seen a lot of Georgia itself, but we plan to do that after the event because we're going to be here most of the time in the next couple of days. But super excited to see Columbus, and I've heard a lot of good things about it. So.
Yeah, you've heard more than we have, apparently. So, yeah, I know we're going to stay away from certain topics, which we have to honor. Yeah, and that goes for our Q&A as well. Yeah. But what got you into acting?
Wow, I kind of got into acting by just happenstance. Met someone who I used to know back in the '90s at a door job. I used to work security at a club.
I can see that.
It's a first stretch, eh? And I ran into him again in later years, like 3 or 4 years after I finished working at that club, and he introduced me to my agent. He was a writer at the time, and he was repped by the agents, his agent, who we introduced me to, and it kind of went from there. I just started doing commercial work, a lot of that, and then smaller TV parts, and it evolved into, a great career.
Right.
Yeah, and that was back mid-90s when I got into industry. So, much younger and prettier then.
Well, we all age,
We do.
Yeah. I consider myself like a fine wine.
Yeah.
I just get better with time. Yeah. Not more like an old whiskey.
Both of which are good.
Right, exactly. So, what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? Well, the gym is a place that I would consider still fun. 35 years later, that's how long I've been working out, and that's been a big part of my success is maintaining a certain look. Travel with my partner Jen, who's in the audience here. We enjoy doing that. Just hit the road, day trips, and antique shopping, those sorts of things.
What's one of your favorite places you've been?
You mean worldwide or
worldwide?
Just worldwide? Wow. I'd say probably. I enjoy Mexico. I mean, I've been there so many times, but I just like the people. I like the culture, the food. It's my favorite food. So I would probably say
he answered that question.
And I've been on both sides of the country, and equally as nice on both, but they both offer kind of a different experience.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. What's the furthest you've gone?
Furthest I've gone for film or just period?
Either.
Yeah. I'd say you know what? Maybe not the furthest, but probably one that's memorable is I did a shoot up in Yukon in Whitehorse. Outside of Whitehorse, we stayed in Whitehorse. I was up there for a month.
Oh, nice.
In August of 2009. And that's one that is memorable for me just because it's such an experience being up that far north.
Right.
And just experiencing perpetual daylight. It was it's amazing.
Yeah, I just got back from Alaska, so.
Yeah, so similar.
It's like, the sun sets and then it comes up before it even goes away.
Well, it got dark at like midnight, and then it was light again at like 4. So,
It was like till 1 and then it got dark for like half an hour.
Yeah, depending on the time of year.
Yeah, that's totally nice. Oh yeah, that's me like that. Yeah, they'd be like, well, it's still daylight. I can still work.
Oh no, it's freaky. Yeah,
It is.
you're going to bed and it's light out. Yeah, and then the exact opposite in the winter. It'll be dark for pretty much all day and night. Right?
Oh,
So you get a little bit.
I would
of light.
sleep for 6 months.
There you go. Good excuse.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I bet you he'd sleep for 6 months. He's like a giant.
I would absolutely hibernate. No problem doing that.
So, you like Mexico, so obviously you like the Mexican food.
Love it.
Is that your favorite foods?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say Mexican would be my go-to if I had to choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told Tony Agents, I told him I was going to ask you this question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza?
Pizza.
Wow. I like pineapple on pizza. Sorry,
Oh.
everyone who doesn't. It's one of two groups. It's people that like pineapple, people that think we're crazy for putting pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, I'm one of those people crazy for pineapple.
Hey, told you.
And I'm the opposite. That's why we're friends.
So probably some sort of Hawaiian style, maybe ground beef instead of ham. So we'll go ground beef, pineapple, red pepper, and throw mushrooms in there.
No.
A little bit of cheese.
Well, the mushrooms, you can have those. There must be a wife thing or a partner thing. My wife's the same way. She's like, I like fungus. I'm like, no. Yeah.
That seems kind of weird to eat it, but I mean,
Yeah.
considering what it is, I love it.
Right. I agree. So Tony, if you're listening.
So hold on, show of hands. She likes pineapple. See how?
That's how quick everybody raises their hands because how big you are. You're like, he's bigger than me. I'm going to raise my hand.
Scaring them into liking pineapple.
Right. So, yeah. So my next question, I like to ask this question: are you a cat or a dog guy?
Both.
Thank you.
Both. Yeah, probably equally. I've had both my whole life, more or less. And right now, I don't have a cat. We share a dog, but yeah, equal.
How do you share a dog?
Well, we share. It's our dog. So
Okay.
it's share.
Okay.
It's not split custody. It's
Not yet, right?
no, never. No.
No.
She's the striking.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a half Boston Terrier, half French Bulldog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's called the French thing. It's actual recognized thing now. French tongue. Look it up. And they're not cheap. These dogs.
No.
No dogs are
are
cheap.
No.
Yeah, anything involving a French Bulldog now is in high demand. So,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. We tend to go for rescues.
Yeah, that was Zoe, the dog. was
Yeah,
a rescue.
that's dogs are rescue.
Yeah,
The dog I have now is half golden retriever and half Belgian shepherd.
Nice. Small dog.
It's 60 pounds, 65 pounds. Yeah.
A good sized dog.
Yeah, good sized dog.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. He's perfect.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you
Yeah.
a question about industry,
Yeah.
but not about.
Yeah.
So when you are on location,
Yeah.
do you do your own stunts?
95% of the time would probably be an accurate number to say, yeah, just because of my build, size, doubling is someone obviously of unique proportion is more difficult.
Right.
Because there are a lot of stunt men that come to the industry with, being 6'7".
Right.
Yeah. And my athleticism throughout my career has always been an asset to be able to do things that are physically demanding. So, yeah, I've always been used for both. My career has been kind of divided in between acting and stunts as well. So a lot of the parts I've done do involve both.
What was your craziest stunt? You don't have to mention what it was in.
Yeah, probably what I'm known for in a lot of the conventions is for Nemesis. Yeah, I did some crazy stuff there, involving harnesses and wires and hanging over high at great heights. I'm sure a lot of people that have seen the movie saw Alice run down the side of which is Toronto City Hall, and run down the building. She actually did that. Nowadays, that would be done post-production or be done computer generated or she actually performed that stunt. So that movie had quite a few different stunts in it that you wouldn't see now anymore. With the way they use stuff after the fact with computers.
Well, that's injuries and liability. Yeah, I was going to ask you
and that's not bad about the industry. They'll still push the envelope when it comes to stuff like that because bigger is better. And more risky is
right.
It just sells better.
Well, yeah.
Because you are competing with the computer generated elements, and a lot of movies are just so big and so exaggerated because of what they can do.
I was going to say,
After the fact.
yeah, now that you brought that, I wanted to ask you your opinion on this AI stuff.
Which
AI.
yeah, you know what? I really don't have one. I don't invest too much time into thinking about it or learning about it because it's I practice the way I've always kind of walked through life is whatever's in my control I'll focus on, whatever's under my control I won't. That's something that's an inevitability. Whether it takes over the world, I guess we'll see. But I think we'll be long gone by then. So,
well, if not, I'm coming to your house because you're big and you can protect
I'll protect you. Yeah.
I'm just saying that. And if they're big, I can just run under them. So we're good. So, do you collect anything?
Collect. Wow. Oh, turtles. Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Turtles. Yeah, got live ones. I would love to have live ones. Tortoises. Yeah. I would love that. That's a commitment, which I wouldn't do it because I'm traveling a lot or on the way a lot, so it's not fair to the animal or reptile. But
that's retirement, right?
That's retirement. Big project.
The Matthew Taylor tortoise farm.
Petting farm / tortoise farm.
Why tortoise?
Hobby farm, rather. You know what? It's just something I've always collected growing up.
Okay.
Yeah. My mother traveled a lot, so she would collect them when she was abroad and bring them home.
Okay. Yeah. Everybody
we got quite a collection of them, actually. Thank you, Jay, because that should have come first. But,
He was still thinking about the dog question.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just want puppies.
I love the randomness of the questions. It's awesome.
Well, we're kind of in a position where we kind of have to.
I'm not being sarcastic.
Oh yeah, no, I get
appreciate
it.
It's
But it's stuff that a lot of people would like to know too. It's a little.
You know what? It's outside of the normal box of questions that I can ask, which is nice.
Yeah,
It's refreshing.
we have a live show every Wednesday night, which is on 22 platforms. I think I mentioned this to you yesterday. Worldwide.
Yeah.
We're hitting over 300,000 people.
Wow.
And this is how we run the live show.
I love it.
And I think this is why it's successful, because everybody out here knows you for what you've done, A, B, C, D, E, F, G film.
Yeah.
But they didn't know you collected turtles. Yeah. Now you know he collects turtles.
Yeah. So we have birthday and Christmas gifts now, right?
Right. So we'll get you his address. You can all send him turtles.
Beautiful.
We did have a random question come in on the interweb.
Well, we got people.
We'll make room for it.
We got people sending fake puke data easily. Come on, Dad. Yeah. Kind of like
anything goes apparently.
Right. So we know you collect turtles. Is there something that you? How do I word this one? Geek out about. Geek out at, yeah. There you go. For instance, our producer interviewed Bruce Blanche, and he geeks out over researching the history of sunken vessels.
Yeah.
Is there something like that outside of the turtles?
Yep.
That you totally geek out about that nobody would be like,
probably my workshop, my workbench at home. Right? It's got memorabilia and nostalgic items, big, medium, from just growing up, childhood, through to my young adulthood, rather to current day, and it's all up on the wall and everything you can imagine out of the sun that I've collected or was given as a child, and again, all throughout the years. And I take pride in it. We go to antique shops, we look for little things added to that wall that feel it's kind of certain areas of the wall follow a certain theme. And I say a wall, there's a wall behind the bench.
Oh, yeah, no,
I fill with a bunch of different items and little trinkets on top of the bench. So that's probably my, if you want to call it, geekiest, thing that comes to mind. And she's agreeing. So
she's agreeing, right? So Leo's texting me because I guess he's not coming through the PA again for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But there was, like I said, we are streaming live on 22 platforms. So there's a couple questions that came in. One is, what's the last movie that made you cry?
Oh wow! You know what? I can be emotional sometimes, but we'll go with Patchy. It's a Richard Gere movie. So yeah, with the dog, and I won't ruin it for those who haven't seen it. But if you want to get emotional, then watch that movie. Hachi,
What did
Hachi.
you say it was about a dog?
It's about a dog. It's about a dog.
Those are the ones that make me cry too.
Usually animal related. We'll do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good one. And the second one was favorite cartoon when you were a kid or now, and it's a two question. Do you still watch it?
Favorite cartoon? Wow.
That was a hard question.
You know, because I did watch cartoons growing up, but it's been so long. So the second part of that question would be no. Probably because I just don't watch a lot of TV. I don't have time. But if it was on, I probably would sit down. Yeah. Favorite cartoon? I mean, Looney Tunes. I would have to. That'd be my go-to. Yeah. I mean, anyone in our generation would, probably.
Yeah, that and about that.
Yeah.
So basically, he's saying that we're just old. Yeah.
I'm putting myself in my group voice.
Yes? You got any more questions for this man? Let's see, non-film related. Let's see. You said something about cats. Are you gonna get another cat, and do you like a specific breed?
You know what? I like no cat in the future, and just I'll go back to what I said about the turtles, and just the time right now.
Right.
It's tough even with Zoe, and she can stay with people, but cats, she really can't stay here. Take my cat for a couple weeks or a week.
No, I just
Russian
got food on the floor and let him go.
Yeah, exactly right. Self-sufficient.
That works.
Probably Russian blue would be my favorite.
Oh, Russian blue, okay.
Yeah, there was great disposition, great cats.
Nice. I just got a kitten.
Yeah.
It's a snow stigana.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Never heard of it.
really cool.
Yeah, nice.
You know, I mean, things got an attitude.
Yeah, cats can have those. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. You got to respect that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So the blues, I like the
The
blues.
Russian blues, yeah, great cats. Absolutely, I've had a few over the years.
Okay, nice. So, what's the oddest thing somebody's asked you to sign?
Probably a certain body part. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to be the norm today.
Yeah.
It's stuff about body parts.
Yeah.
If you sign both, do they have to pay double or do they get discounted?
We'll wait and see.
Defer. So we only have a few minutes left with
Yeah.
Matthew before we send him back to his table so you people can actually interact with him. Do we have any questions out here? Nobody's got a question out there. I mean, don't be shy. I'll bring the mic to you. You don't have to come up here on camera. No, I think she's like, all right, I'll bring
Awesome.
the mic.
And if you're not allowed to like comment, then cool. But what are your thoughts on the SAG-AFTRA strike? For the working actor? What does this mean? What are you trying to get?
I believe in the message that they're supporting and sending, and I think that everybody should be paid equally and fairly. And I think that's probably a canned response, but I think that's an appropriate one. And I don't have a lot of negative personal opinions on it. I think what will come out in the wash everyone will inevitably be happy with. It just sometimes takes longer to get to that point.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's any different than, the NFL strikes. Major League Baseball, and all that kind of stuff. It's the same kind of thing. Everyone's been treated fairly.
Everyone has their position and beliefs and their bottom line. And you just got to meet somewhere, maybe the middle or maybe more towards one side, but again, time will tell.
Yeah, and if you're interested more in the SAG type stuff like that, our website is stilltoking.com. You can go back, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we had the amazing actress Lee Purcell on, who's also affiliated with SAG, and she went into really great detail, she did, about what this is about and why they're doing it. And we stand with him on that, and that's why we're up here asking him puppy questions. Unfortunately for you guys as fans and talking about the filming that he's been involved with, it's a rule that they have to follow.
If you want more details on that, you're gonna have to go to his table.
Right.
So you gotta go over and see this gentleman.
That's right. Maybe over there he can say something that he can say, but he can't when we're alive. Because we want him to keep his job. so he can travel and collect turtles.
Yeah, we want to be able to keep doing this, right.
Right?
More turtles, absolutely.
More turtles. So we only have about a minute left, Leo. I know you can hear me. Is there any other questions on the internet before we let this ladies and gentlemen go make some money so we can travel and collect the turtles? I love that. That's going to be my new thing.
So I want to know, have you, have you gone to, the petting zoos and stuff like that? You ever ridden one of these tortoises?
Oh, you have ever which did?
Ridden.
No, yeah.
You know the big giant tortoises?
I was going to say, do you see the size of him?
I
Do you see the size of some of those turtles?
They're big.
Well, true that. I'll give you that.
I was just curious, I don't know why that popped into my
I've
head.
seen lots of them over the years, obviously, but no, never been on top of one.
I just put it on my bucket list. I want to ride a turtle now.
I've been on horseback for film several times over the years. I feel guilty even being on a horse. I can imagine torturing a poor girl.
Gotcha.
I can see a B&B movie coming down the line in the future where Matthew has to be on the back of a giant tortoise.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, we are out of time with Matthew. We're gonna let him go back to his table because, as everybody else here, we're under contract.
Yeah, I don't know where Billy is.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks,
And, head over to Matthew's table. He's over here at Celebrity Row and shake his hand, get a photo op. You'll probably need an apple crate or something to get you up close to where
We'll set
his
you up.
midsection is.
We'll set you up.
And yeah,
Thanks.
thank you for hanging out with us.
For sure, man. My pleasure.
Thanks so much, man.
So give it up for Matthew.
Thanks, guys.
Come on, you can do better
Wait a
than
minute,
that.
wait a minute. We're in Georgia. Come on, let's give it up for Matthew. All right, Leo, close it.